got us a team on together with Freezies. Oh, as a Blood Elf Warrior. I feel like we don't almost ever see Blood Elf Warriors anymore. Gloon is a Warlock on that team. Nax, we got us a sweet baby boy in the back. Look at him. Oh, he's so precious. Versus Vaku. Vaku first up versus Kragar. Immediately, Kragar, seeing the Army of the Deads join up, he backs up out of there. Does have Avatar. Blaze Storm was at the ready, but decided that, you know what? That's a lot of damage. Not worth staying in. Banner down for a second. Vaku taking it out fairly quickly before it goes in for a proper stun or anything versus Kragar. And the manager's trying to play defense a little bit. Just trying to see if he can back up out of there while the army is available. It's going to be the rest of the army joining in with the Gargoyle as well. May just want to focus on Gargoyle. Does end up interrupt the Gargoyle. Might as well, right? Vaku taking a bit of damage, just some to fall in death there. But as long as he got defense, clawing and slashing and gashing over at Kragar, he doesn't really need weapons in his hand. He got the weapon that is the Undead Horde. Stormbolt around the corner, trick it out for Vaku as Kragar trying to go for a bit of an Colossus Smash Blade Storm. Maybe that'll be enough here. Trying to see if he close that gap. Vaku desperately trying to see if he can use Chain of Ice and mobility to get Kragar off of his back, and it's going to get him so the swarm surrounding for just a second. Kragar needs a charge to close the gap. Does go for a reflect real quickly. Not really sure what he reflected back at Vaku. But it all depends on what Vaku sent the guy in the first place. Is it going to be Death and Decay down? Vaku is going to empower his pets just really quickly. Army of the Dead joining back in. Does have the rest of the Deads coming back up. Stormbolt to follow. It's going to be sword down by the main pet. Disarmor to Vaku. Limit on what he can really do. Try to see if he can chain up Ice Kragar into a storm, into a stun. Right after a leap around the corner. Does Kragar have a charge? If he has a charge to close the gap, he'll be okay. As the full army of the undead together with Abomination are charging after chasing after the guy. You just need to close the gap. Vaku get hit with a Warbreaker, armor shattered, blind onto Kragar. Again, just kind of letting the pets around Kragar, letting the diseases do him in. Just trying to play it like super hands off in this one. Keeping the man like out of reach, but just still lowering down his health bar little by little. Using the pest to kind of trickle it away bit by bit. Big execution by Kragar. Does end up fighting through the army of the undeads. It's gotta be frustrating as a warrior having to chase after a death knight. All these goes are slapping you. You're trying to get to the DK, but the Chain of Ice just does not let you close the gap whatsoever. Kragar met with a succubus immediately. Gloon trying to see if he can find himself a good angle into a board as soon as they're out in the open. Kragar does not like being out in the open. Kragar, I think, would prefer being near a pillar, so you could always go behind to get himself set up. Does go for the double Blaze Storm. Maybe Mortal Coil was used by Gloon. I think it was. So Kragar actually got himself full parry at the ready. Big defenses versus Gloon before the man goes ramping up in big damage. Portal after portal. Kragar may be in a bit of trouble. May use Battle Master Trinket if he has it at all. I think he's just trying to see if he can finish our Gloon. Not a lot of health available. Does he himself a heal potentially? Gloon at no health whatsoever. Does drop down Infernal. He's an execute range. Oh! Kragar just had to fight through it as best he could. It looks like Alex is gonna give the man, I think, an honor duel. It doesn't look like Alex is trying to just give a Kragar an unfair setup. He's trying to give him a proper honorable duel. Kragar goes behind the pillar, immediately patching himself up, trying to see if he can put out the Grufel fires up on his Harlequin armor, trying to see if he can stitch himself back together before fighting Alex. And Kragar will not be seeing a parry for a while. I don't really know if now I'm supposed to give him like a full honor duel to let him get every defensive available, but at least the guy has at least entire full health bar. That's fun, GDs. Thank you so much for coming by, Gloom. Appreciate you, my man. Hope you had fun. You're more than welcome to join us next week, my guy, after the Warlocks are about to get a big buff. Hope you have fun with that one. Gonna be a Stormbolt on to Nalix as Kragar trying to see if he can blast right through him. He's gonna go for a Blaze Storm before the Stormbolt connects. Nalix taking a bit of damage, having to pop back into defensive stance. Wants to go for the big spear, big avatar play. So at least he has a big go versus Kragar. War Stump. Does Kragar have a defensive? He doesn't. All he can really do is maybe use whatever defense he's got in terms of self-kill. Nalix taking a bit of damage though. As he does go into battle stance, it does open him up for damage. Big executes back to back for Kragar, trying to see if he can take down Nalix. Charge for charge as Nalix does go for a big defensive, but he's ruined out the open. Goes in the gap again with Kragar. It's going to be a Stormbolt, but a trinket out of Nalix. Try to catch up a little bit of healing. Kragar hit it with a Stormbolt. Does not have a trinket of his own. Could potentially go for a parry. Does he go for a parry? He has to. He dropped super low in health, and he has to do it. Try to see if he can fight through Nalix. Nalix has no more defense. He's walking away, waddling from Kragar, leaping away from the guy, but is it going to be enough though? Big mortal strike by Kragar, taking him down. Well done, well done. Does Freezies give Kragar an opportunity to recover? Looks like he's not really trying to go for the honor duel. I think he's actually just trying to get an angle. Charge onto Kragar into a Fury immediately. Kragar, I think, got a couple of ticks of that second wind, using that Fury to delay any kind of damage from the Fury Warrior. Fury actually using Enrage Regen that early Does go for the quick war. Krager catching up a quick impending victory off of the guy into a quick disarm right after. Utilizing his mobility CC as well as the defensives and heals in order to reduce the damage of freezes and then rotating heals on top of it. So he's trying to use everything he can just to live this. Maybe he could just walk away. One of the disadvantages of playing a Fury Warrior, he did just use Dragon's Roar, but for the most part, you don't have a lot of like steady bleeds you can put on somebody like a Mortal Strike or a Rend. So it's very, very difficult for you to establish a lot of that pressure. At least you're constantly on that target. You're very much an uptime class. And for Krager, he's not one of those classes whatsoever. He can just, get in, get a couple of bleeds, do a big damage, back up, let the dogs do work on you. I'm trying to find a better song for you boys. Gonna be Blaze Storm for Krager. Trying to see if we can fight the Freezes. Is it gonna be enough though? Freezes does not have a big defensive, but he has double weapons and he has a lot of stamina and a lot of healing. A lot of self-recovery. While Krager is kind of limited, shattering through his defenses into a disarm to follow. Freezes kind of limited what he can really do. Charge by Krager, looking for the big executes. Isn't enough though. Banner down for a second in case Freezes goes for any kind of CC, but it doesn't happen. It's sweet baby boy gonna be up next. Does he have Krager an opportunity? He does not want to give him a chance. In cap immediate leg ship, tricking by the warrior, leaping away. Has a parry in case he needs to disarm right afterwards. Could maybe use his parry to fight through Sweet Baby. Fear, trying to see if he can get a trick out of him. Does not get a trick. It's Stormbolt to follow. Big Blaze Storm right after. Sweet Baby Boy will have to rotate even more defenses. Big Karma onto Krager as he does so with parry, but looks like Baby Boy wants to back away. He doesn't want to stay aggressive with Krager at all. I think while the parry is up, as soon as the parry falls off, Krager may be in a bit of trouble. Stormbolt not available for a while. Crashing through the defenses. Maybe Krager just overpower him. Big damage by the warrior potentially. So Baby Boy trying to see if he can go for more defenses. Forward getting chugged. Chugging to sip it up. Big executes available for Krager. He has nowhere to go. Maybe he can go for a port. Defensive stance out for Krager to try to reduce some of the damage he's taken. Stormbolt. Big damage for warrior. Oh, no way. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Oh my goodness, Krager. You're a monster. What kind of a... Is it just a normal warrior build or were you doing something cheesy there? 5-0. Clean split. Man actually got quite a bit of healing. Granted, he did have a couple of honorable boys giving him some honor duels, at least in the early dampening. But in that higher dampening, the last few games, last few combatants did not give this man an easy out. And kind of turned into a bit of a clutch matchup. We're ready. Yeah, of course you are. Your team didn't even get a chance to play, so I'm pretty sure that they're like, hey, when am I going to get a chance to play? I'm still itching to get in there. All right, boys, let's get ourselves another one going, yeah? That was so well done. I like that one. That was great, dude. That was a great little...